Sitting here with Ryno Liebenberg. Before I get into the interview, of course, I've got to say that I couldn't get Team Campbell's answers on this because they declined the interview. So for the boxing public out there, I'm doing an interview with Ryno, and unfortunately I didn't get one of their own. So without further ado, how's training camp gone for you, Ryno Liebenberg?
What's up? Training camp's gone well. Nothing out of the ordinary. We had a good camp up until last week. I fell ill last week. I think I got a bug or something from one of my kids that goes to school. We were worried a bit about COVID because I had fever and stuff like that, but luckily the test came back negative and I'm feeling much better now. Took a few days off, ready to go.
So you're feeling like you're still good to go for this fight?
100% yes. I'm ready to roll.
Well, let's talk about the fights. I mean, you versus Rowan Campbell, it's been something that's been going on and on and on, and was it going to be made? Eventually, it's made. How do you feel like now that it's been done and you guys are literally a week away from it happening?
So honestly, this fight means nothing to me. When the fight was supposed to happen 3 years back, I still had a career in boxing, and it was a fight between the two best super middleweights on the African continent, and it meant something. The winner would have gone on to bigger things. Now it's me fighting Rowan. I'm retiring now. I'm ending my boxing career, so there's no meaning to the fight. Rowan's nobody, so there's absolutely no motivation for this fight. That's where I came up with the idea, instead of fighting for myself, to fight for children, underprivileged kids. So to find motivation to train hard and to be ready for Rowan Campbell.
Do you feel, you would know your body better than anyone else. Do you feel that you're anywhere near as good as you were, say, 5 years ago?
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. 5 years back I was on top of my game, but I'm not far off it. The main reason for me retiring is my kids are growing older and they are starting to want to do stuff. And when I do sport and train professionally, I can't be there for anything with them. So their time has to come. So I'm gonna hang up my gloves and spend the time with my kids.
Well, you did mention in a couple of other interviews prior to this that you'll fight Rowan and then have one last big one in your words. Is that still the case?
Yeah, look, there's two things in my boxing career that I never achieved. I never won a world title and I've never won a fight overseas. So when I beat Rowan, I want one more chance to win a fight overseas. I think I've won plenty overseas, but I've never got the decision. So after the Rowan fight, that's one more thing I want to do.
According to sources, the betting odds have Rowan Campbell as the favourite for the fight. So what do you think about that?
I think maybe they sponsor him or something, or they don't watch boxing. So honestly, I don't know. I just don't care. When I beat Rowan, everybody's going to say I beat a nobody and a hype job. If by a miracle Rowan beats me, everybody's going to say you beat the old man 3 years after you should have had the fight. So again, it comes back to the point where the fight's got no meaning. And it's sad, but unfortunately that is the case.
As you said, the fight has no meaning, but you still feel like, within your current self that you have enough to beat Rowan. Where does he stand amongst your previous opposition?
I don't think he's even in the top 20. I've only had 35, so maybe he's in the bottom 10. I honestly don't know. We'll see on the night or on the day when we fight. I know he trained very hard and he gave it everything, which is good because everybody wants to give it everything. Unfortunately, you can't train your chin. And we all know Rowan's chinny. They say he's going to knock me out. How many people has Rowan knocked down to the floor? I don't think 2, 3 maybe. How many times has he been on the floor? 3, 4, 5 times? I don't know. So on the day he'll see who I am and he'll find out.
From a public point of view, obviously they're going to make natural comparisons to the Patrick Mukala fight and the fight against
Alex Kabangu.
How do you see the two performance differences?
Styles make fights. Rowan got a stoppage against Patrick. I couldn't. I dropped Alex. Alex dropped Rowan. So in boxing, that means absolutely nothing. If you look at my resume compared to Rowan's fought nobody and I fought everybody. So you can't. It's the day the two guys in the ring, who feels better, who does better, and I am 100% certain I'm going to knock Rowan Campbell out.
What do you think of online experts, pundits and so forth? They've had their say on social media. I'm sure you would have been following some social media. What do you think of their predictions for the fight?
Honestly, I don't care. I don't care what people predict or say. My entire boxing career, people say, oh, he can't box. You know, I won so many fights. Oh, Johnny Miller's going to knock you out. Then, knocked him out. Johnny Miller's going to outbox you. Then I outbox him. Joey Vegas knocked him out in one round. There's been so many times where people have said, I can't box, I'm going to lose. So I don't care. Fuck it. It just doesn't matter.
The fight's been elevated to the main event. Now you guys are like top of the bill. Were you happy to hear that?
Yeah, I always thought it was going to be a main event fight. It's got the fight that's got that stature. Unfortunately, the Smiths camp and Rowan playing so many games took a lot away from the fight, and there's nothing we can do about that now.
Well, if you look at the timing, it was supposed to happen in December, I believe, and now it's happening in March. The time off, has it done better for you, worse for you?
I think it's all the same. No, December gave me time to spend with my kids and family. Although the entire last year I was with them, that drives me crazy. But yeah, so it doesn't matter, man. It's a fight. We got a contract. We train hard. We fight. That's it.
So in your mindset, what's happening in this fight?
I'm knocking Rowan Campbell out. I think I'm going to knock him down a few times. And if he's so fit and strong and all that jazz that they are saying, Peter Smith's going to throw in the towel. So, but he's in for something special coming Sunday.
What's your message to Rowan Campbell before you guys step in the ring?
Rowan, I know you trained hard. Unfortunately, you can't train your chin, and we'll see on Sunday.
And then, just lastly from you, as we usually do.
For the people that enjoyed my boxing career, I've enjoyed every second fighting. This fight for me is for the children, underprivileged kids. I'm donating a lot of money, my entire purse plus then some, to underprivileged children. Hope you enjoy the fight. I love all of you. Cheers.
And do you want to send a thank you or shout out to anybody?
Hayden, I just want to thank Hayden as always. There for us, Colin Nathan, Gert Vredom, Rodney Berman, my brother-in-law Neil Shaw. There's been so many people that played such a big part in my boxing career. I can't thank them enough. I'll make a list and we'll make another video. I'll thank everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryno, for speaking to us.
Shot that in.